Hello, it's your boy 3000. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as usual. And today we've got a great video for you today because we are going to be going over some benefits. And I know how much this YouTube family likes to hear about those no-fap benefits. You guys really love it, right? Well, and I get it because it keeps you inspired and it keeps you wanting to keep going, because this is one of the hardest things you could ever do for yourself. This is a very difficult practice to do. Who can discipline sexual energy? Not 99% of people, I'll tell you that, right? So these are the benefits that I've experienced over the past 200 days of my semen retention journey. Right, I'm 200 plus days. I'm not even sure the specific day, I just know I passed 200 days like a week ago, right? So, you know, I really want to get into it. And I'm really excited to be here, and I feel super good, I feel super balanced, and it feels so good to be back once again in another video. One of the first benefits that I've noticed over this time that has passed is you're going to be one step closer to being the absolute fullest expression of yourself as a human being. And what I mean by that is all those blockages that you have, all those limitations that limit your excellence will slowly start to be removed as you continue to retain, right? I'm closer to being who I am off of camera and in my personal life than I ever was before making videos, simply because I've stayed true to retention. Retention makes you not afraid of other people's judgments, which in turn allows you to be able to act, behave, and say whatever you want to, which is very freeing as a man. It's very liberating. And people can hear that congruence in your voice when you're talking in that way. They can tell, okay, this guy, he's just saying what he wants, he's doing what he wants, and he's perfectly at peace and at home in his body. That's one of the first things I found, is I feel at home in myself, right? I've never felt that way before. And the longer you go on retention, the more at home you're gonna feel in your own body. When's the last time you just felt at ease? When's the last time you just felt so good in your own self, right? Your body should feel like a sanctuary. It shouldn't feel full of stress and drama and negativity. It should be a place of healing, right? Because when the lights go off, you should just be able to rest. And that's one thing I found, is I'm able to rest, right? I'm able to turn it off. I'm able to turn the world off when I need to. A very powerful one is, you know, a lot of improvements are going to happen on retention, and that's going to lead to certain men getting a girlfriend. It's going to lead to certain men having more friends, having a better social life. You're gonna have more options with people because more people are going to naturally want to be around you. More people are going to be friendlier towards you. And if you're a social recluse, if you're full of anxiety, you're gonna notice that, you know, those things are going to start to subside, and you're going to be able to explore a whole side of yourself that you didn't even know was really there. And this is just things that I've noticed at 200 plus days. But I would say that is the first benefit, is that people will want to be around you more. My second benefit would be that you are going to start feeling very good in your own body. Anxiety is not going to be there when you're full of vigor and life force energy. You're going to watch anxiety start to just go away over time. I can't tell you the last time I felt anxious or just unnecessarily worried about the future. I'm not that concerned. right? I'm more in the now, right? I feel like I have the utmost control over my own life, right? And that's going to tie in with my next benefit, which is that I feel very, very present to the moment. I greatly feel that semen retention has attributed to my level of presence in my day-to-day life. If you're not familiar with the term presence, I highly, highly encourage you to check out a book to get you started on your journey of presence work and just to understand it more. It is called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, or Eckhart Tolle, however you pronounce his last name, right? I think that's kind of subjective. But that book single-handedly will change your life. And semen retention, in conjunction with the teachings of his work and just the idea of being present to the moment in your day-to-day life, is enough to fundamentally change your life forever. Like literally alter the trajectory of where you're going to end up. This is how powerful this stuff is, right? And this is what makes the difference between the guy who's never going to be successful and the guy who's going to achieve everything he wants. One of the most slept on skills and traits and abilities of today's day and age is the ability to stay present in this very moment. When you have social media, your phone, television, distractions, news, all vying for your attention, all pulling at your limited willpower, presence is king, right? And in my own personal experience, I've never felt more bountiful happiness and joy in my day-to-day life than when I'm intentionally being aware of my surroundings. When I'm intensely focusing on, wow, look at that bug on the floor. And finding contentment in that. Listen to the sound of the birds chirping in the distance. Do you hear that? Right? Did you hear that leaf fall on the floor? Right? It sounds funny. It sounds like a joke, right? But this is the difference between the man who's blissfully happy and the man who can never seem to figure it out because he's trapped in his mind. Your get out of jail card is how closely you maintain presence in the external world. The second you go inside is the second things get dark and negative and bleak is because you're overthinking. Your mind is a trap. Your mind is going to try to trick you. Your ego is going to try to trick you to fall back into overthinking about your problems, overthinking about your insecurities and negativity, when really you just need to be focused on the cars that go by. I used to think the cars were an issue, but now I see them as a reminder, hey, nature boy, there's a world going on outside of what's in your head. There's a world out here that you are ignoring, that you're not even aware of. And that's exactly why you're never happy. You may claim you're happy, but have you really felt joy? Have you really felt bliss in the little things? And that, my friends, is exactly one of the benefits that I've experienced from my 200 days of retention. Extreme levels of presence of mind, extreme levels of joy in the present moment, right? So check that out. That's extremely powerful. Another benefit, this one kind of goes without saying, but I don't get bored ever. This is a very strange benefit, but I just don't get bored. Retention, like I said, has made me very, very content with my life, right? Not to say that I'm not striving for more, not to say that I don't want to be better. It's just that why cheat yourself out of the happiness you can have right now when all it takes is a little gratitude, right? It's made me very grateful for everything that I have thus far in my journey of life. Another one for you. I'm no longer a slave to my desires. right? I used to think about women all the time. I used to think about releasing all the time. I used to think about all these pleasures, video games, escapism. And I used to look forward to all these things. They would literally make me happy thinking about them. But over time, I've started to separate and divide my emotional state from these external things. I derive my own well-being now. I don't find joy in those things that are superficial anymore, right? Delayed gratification has become my PB&J, right? My bread and butter. I love that stuff. You have to get used to it. You have to get used to the fact that good things never come easy. It takes work, but you gotta love that work. Go back to the last benefit. Be present while you're suffering through pain. Enjoy the pain, right? When you're doing a workout, focus on every rep. Enjoy the pain. Enjoy the process. That's how you succeed at life, right? The end is not the destination, it's the journey, bro. The journey is the destination. That's what I've learned. The journey is what makes it all worth it. Every second, every sound, every sight is what makes the journey all worth it, right? But I'm no longer a slave to my carnal desires, to my desires for immediate gratification. Why? Gratification, right? I could care less. Because I know that this world is so much more than that. This world is so beautiful. Yeah. I want to let you know, I stopped counting days, right? That was something that I realized is something that my ego was very attached to, right? The strength and the integrity of my day count, how far I've come compared to other guys, compared to myself in the past, which is great. It's shown a great criteria for growth, but I noticed that I was still too hung up on the days. And this has led me to find myself in a place where I'm going to dismiss counting. Like, is that a frog? I'm going to dismiss counting days altogether. I'm just going to treat this as a lifestyle, right? If you ask me, Nature Boy, what day are you on? I'm going to reply with one thing. I don't know, because I am not counting anymore. This is a lifestyle. For me to place life force, sexual energy on a spectrum of a day count would be to do it a disservice. There's no day count that can describe the level of sexual energy that I have in my body, right? This is a very personal knowledge, an internal knowing of what you have within. And there's no day number that can describe that. And, you know, I do understand that when you're new to this practice, you're figuring it out, the day counts are very helpful because it's showing you that you're getting better at controlling your sexual energy, at doing retention, right? So do that. Learn those things. But I'm just saying, after me doing this for 5 years, I don't see the point anymore, right? It's just what I do, right? So I hope I inspired you. I hope I gave you something that is ultimately going to give you insight and help you on this journey, because Lord knows we all need some help sometimes, right? That's all I got to say though right now. You know, I always look forward to making these videos with you, talking to you, helping you on your journey, being a big bro. And I hope you have a great day, or a good night, or a good morning, right? Wherever you are, be well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I hope you have a great... I already said that. Come on. I'm out of here. Peace.